It's snack time. I'm your host, Marno. Joining me on the playground today is my friend, Ben, who is sharing his favorite snack, pretzels. Hi, Ben.
I can't believe this is happening. I'm such a fan.
You're a fan, and honestly, like, part of the reason why I finally did this podcast.
Oh, yeah? Well, I remember you talking about it that one time we hung out when you lived in New York.
Okay, and I had really never talked about it to anyone else, like, in as deep as a conversation as we had. And you were, like, such a supporter that I was like, okay, thanks to COVID, this obviously can't be, like, the talk show video format that I dreamed of, but fun podcast.
Podcast is the answer for it, because otherwise you would have to have people like come over, sit on your couch, you have to clean your house, clean your apartment. You would be restricted to the geography of where you are at that moment.
Yes.
And a podcast, like you can do it over Zoom. I feel like it's just like the perfect solution. And it's honestly my favorite podcast. It was Office Ladies and then you bumped it out. That's why I left a review.
Wait, like the Office Ladies with what are their names?
Yeah, Angela Kinsey and Jenna Fisher.
Yes.
I've been really listening to that podcast. It's honestly really good. But then, and the reason that I liked it was because I like listening to like The Daily and like How I Built This and like podcasts that are like more serious about like business and politics and stuff like that. But like,
because you are a business man, entrepreneur.
I try. But like I kind of listen to those for like inspiration, but then with COVID and the pandemic and the world just basically ending, I started listening to Office Ladies, and it was a good escape. And I just like loved the escape. And then your podcast came around, and like I actually know you, and like I know a lot of the people on your show, and they're my friends too. And like it is the Great Escape.
Like Gwen Stefani.
Yes. Sweet Escape or Salty Escape.
Sweet or salty. Oh my God.
You should cover that as a promo.
That is such a good idea. Also love that I can hear those blessed New York sirens, baby. Listeners, do not adjust your earphones. You are hearing sirens.
It's New York, and I live above a fire station. So
wait. I feel like you had to have told me this information before, but I completely forgot. And now I'm shocked all over.
The fire truck leaves and comes home like all the time. And so it's really interesting because I hear all these noises of like different fire truck industry noises.
Interesting.
And then also I'm on like 14th Street in Manhattan. And so there's a lot of like just ambulances going back and forth. And I get a lot of sirens, but like I kind of like it. And it does interfere whenever I'm like on a meeting or if I'm recording like a famous podcast like this one. And I just have to let people know that like, this is it. This is what you're dealing with.
Yeah, this is the real deal, gritty, grimy New York soundscape that honestly I miss a little bit.
Do you?
Yeah, we can like dive into this a little bit later, but let's like jump into some snackage because honestly I'm looking at these pretzels and I want to eat one, but I feel like we need to really like get into the convo. First question. Sorry, what?
I have them in a bowl. I was going to ask you if you have them in a bag or if you repackage them.
I was going to put them in a bowl, but then I wanted to remember the exact like name of them and didn't feel like writing it down, even though I have my like podcast notebook here that I could have written it down and that would have made sense. But, you know, I don't always do things that make sense.
Right. You're spontaneous.
I'm a quirky girl. So anyway, I have them in a bag.
Yeah.
But new like first question that I'm testing out in this episode. So listeners, let me know if you enjoy this or not. But to go along with my merch, which I know you've heard the plugs. If you follow me on Instagram, Snacktime Pod, you've seen the post about it, but we do have some salty and sweet merch available on my Etsy shop, Marno. And so I thought, I need to be asking my guests if they're a salty snacker or a sweet snacker. Like, this is a very important question, especially for me.
Yeah. It's also hard to answer because, of course, there are great sweet snacks and there are also great salty snacks. And of course, there's going to be someone who comes on the podcast and they're going to be like, oh, I'm a mixture of both. You know, like I like salty and sweet at the same time.
I mean, if you don't like both, then you're depriving yourself of joy in life, in my opinion.
Yeah. So I would say for the most part, I want to say sweet, but then I'm coming on here with pretzels, you know, and that's my favorite snack. So like above everything, like my number one favorite snack is a salty snack. And I also like all kinds of like different chips, and especially when they're salty. I like all kinds of salty things. But then when I go to CVS at 1 a.m, like what am I eating? Red Vines.
Drunk thoughts. Wait, what is it? Drunk actions are sober thoughts.
Yes. So. It's Red Vines. It's sour gummy worms. It's like Gatorade. So like it depends. It's like different, you know, different times of the day, different things. But I guess if I had to choose one, which it sounds like I do on this podcast, I'm going to choose sweet.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, my question is really just, what do you find yourself gravitating towards more? Maybe like, what do you keep in your apartment to like, you know that you're going to want it at some point? Yeah. Since I guess like this is my first time talking about it publicly.
You're coming out.
Yeah, I'm coming out as a salty snacker.
Yeah.
But I truly just love salty, savory, umami.
Yeah.
I also just love the word umami, and I like to say it like that. That's like how I have to say it. It's like an affectation kind of.
Yeah. Well, I guess I like the way you described it now really helped, because in my closet, like my food closet.
Food closet?
Like I have
your pantry? Your pantry?
I don't feel too fancy calling it a pantry. I think it's just a closet that has food.
Wait. We need to dive into this. Is this some like deep-seated, like internalized homophobia that like it's homophobia and fat phobia combined? The things that you like to eat are in the closet, Ben. It's time to come out.
I know, they're in the closet. Well, I just feel like it's a closet. If I look at it, like I have a whole setup now, so I don't want to show you, but like it's a whole, I'll send you a picture after. But I don't even know like what a pantry is. And I think when I was growing up, my mom like wanted a pantry in our house, and she like had my grandpa's really like handy, and he always comes and like builds things at our house. So he built like a pantry, but it was just like for cans. So it was like I think we called it like the can tree. But like I don't know.
Innovative.
Real thing, like because it was like 4 inches deep, and it was just full of like canned foods.
I mean, yeah,
so
I think a pantry is just a food closet. Like I don't think you're wrong in calling it that, but I think that's the definition of the word pantry. Like you're choosing to like use the definition instead of the actual word. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I don't know what it is about the word pantry. It makes me feel like, who do I think I am that I have a pantry?
Well, what about the word cupboard?
I like cupboard. I don't like the way cupboard is spelled. It pissed me off.
Cupboard? Mm-hmm.
Cupboard. I don't like that at all. It's not
what is your spelling of it? Like ideally in your mind, if you were Miss Merriam-Webster herself.
Like the way that I say it is like cupboard. So it would be like Cubberd.
Okay.
You know, like it's a cupboard.
Let's write a strongly worded email. CC me on it, and I'll like co-sign.
Yeah. I'll start it on change.org.
Getting to the real issues here.
Yeah. But anyway, back to the question of sweet or salty.
Mm-hmm.
When I look in my pantry, I see a lot of salty snacks. But when I look in my refrigerator, I see a lot of sweet snacks.
But what do you see when you look in your heart, Ben? That's what matters.
Just darkness. Just emptiness and darkness and shame.
But like in the very far corner, in the dusty cobweb-ridden corner of your heart, what snack is there?
Strawberries.
Oh, a fresh snack.
I know.
I have yet to have any, like, quote unquote, I guess nuts are healthy if you eat them the way that Dacia eats them, not the way that I eat them.
Right.
But like fresh snacks have yet to be explored here.
I know. I would love to do a strawberries episode, because I have been ordering strawberries on Instacart, and they come to me. And they get delivered to me, and I put them in my refrigerator, and then it becomes 1 a.m, which is my prime snack time.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just go and I cut off the tops of the strawberries and put them in a bowl. And then I wash them with water. And then I go in my bed and I watch YouTube. And a lot of times I'm watching your YouTube. And then
Marnopo show, by the way.
And then I just put them in my mouth and then I swallow them. And then that's how I snack.
Wait, you swallow them whole?
No, I put them in you're right. I missed a step.
I mean, you very meticulously explained the entire process, but then said you put them in your mouth and swallow them. So I was like, we better be missing a step here.
No, we missed that part on the Magic School Bus. I chew them with my teeth, and then I swallow them with my esophagus.
Love that.
And then they go in my belly. Yeah, it's a whole process.
I love. Okay, yeah, I'm writing it down. You're coming back on for strawberries.
Strawberries, and then I will also say another one for me is like a carrots and ranch situation.
Oh, fucking classic!
Yeah, I want to do. You know how they do like on late night talk shows? They do like Shawn Mendes week, you know, or like Justin Timberlake week.
Yeah,
I want to do that for me and snack time.
Ben month. We could do Ben month this month, but that would be a lot of work.
You might get some unsubscribers.
I need the momentum going up. I can't have haters yet on this podcast.
I'll also say on the salty and sweet, I know we're spending a lot of time on the salty and sweet, but
no. That's why I think it's such an important question in regards to snacks.
I will say I'm bringing pretzels onto the show today. Pretzels that I love, and I have a lot of reasons why I love pretzels. But I will say when I eat pretzels, I want like a nice, cold, like sweet beverage to go with it. So like right now I'm drinking an iced Diet Dr. Pepper with my pretzel.
I love Diet Dr. Pepper. I am not a diet fan. I'm like, give me calories or give me death. Right. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm going to go for it, I'm going to go for it. The diet. It is both. Oh, my God. Okay,
you should make a t-shirt that says, give me calories or give me death.
And then on the back, it says,
salty or sweet.
Or both. Yeah. Give me. I just tried to write, give me, and I wrote a W. What? I don't know. Give me calories.
Or give me death.
Or give me.
That's a bestseller. I already know it. What could it be on? I feel
like papyrus font.
Yeah, papyrus on sweats. Gray sweats.
On sweats.
Yeah, on the front, like the stop looking at my dick sweats.
No!
Give me calories and give me.
It has to be on the ass.
No, I think on the front that's more trendy. That's what the TikTok teens are doing.
I do not want that across my punani. Are you kidding me?
It would get more attention in the TikTok dances.
I don't want that.
It's getting banned anyway, so we don't need to worry about it.
I hope it doesn't. I freaking love TikTok.
Well, I know. And then did you hear that, like, they are saying that, like, Microsoft can buy them? Can you think of a lamer company to buy TikTok than Microsoft?
Microsoft's two biggest products are Microsoft Word and TikTok.
Yeah. I just don't understand. My dad is like my dad's an accountant and he's like really financial as a person. And he's like always talking about like what like stocks he's buying and stuff. And like the other day I was on the phone with him and he was like, oh my God, like I just bought more Microsoft stock. And I was like, what?
How much is Microsoft stock?
I don't know. I don't honestly don't know. Like he didn't say. That's how financial he is. He's super private about how much his stock is. But I was just like, that's not a cool company in my mind. But he was talking about how they have like different softwares that apparently are really popular, but like I don't know them.
Like, and then I love that your judgment of whether it's worthy or not to buy stock is if it's cool. Like,
you're right. You're right.
Because I mean, but truly,
cool, then, like, no one's gonna buy it. You know.
I mean, I feel like my choices in stock buying would probably be the same. I'm like, wait, that's like ugly. Like, oh, what a cute brand. Like, yeah, you know.
I was telling somebody the other day that I think the gayest thing about me is my lack of like financial knowledge in my family. It's in my family, like it's like kind of like all the men in my family like know about stocks.
Really?
And like it's like one of the things in my family that makes me feel like an outcast. but I just don't know.
But there's definitely gay people that are really into finances.
I know, but like when you think about like in my early days, like as a boy, like understanding what's similar about me to other boys and like what's different about me, like there's different things that pop out. Like one time I went to a party in 8th grade and I was wearing jeans and it was like a party, like it was a cool girls party and it was like in a different city. So it was like cool. And her dad was a DJ. I think there was, but like, I don't remember if there was drinking because no one offered me any. And like, okay. So the thing that made me realize that I was gay was that, or it made me realize that I was different was that all the boys at the party wore basketball shorts under their jeans. Is that something you know of? Like they all wore like basketball shorts under their jeans. So their jeans were really baggy and then they had like basketball shorts. And
they're wearing like boxers, then basketball shorts, then jeans?
Then jeans. That was like the trend. It was like 2005. Because it was cool. I don't know. Like,
but like who's going to know? Who's going to know?
Because they sagged and you could see.
Oh my God. Wait.
Do you remember this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, but I think I like always just assumed that the basketball shorts wear their underwear, but now I'm looking back and I'm like, no. It was totally champs. Wait,
but the thing, but we were all the girls at the party were going. They realized that all, like in quotes, all boys wore basketball shorts under their jeans, so they're going up like boy to boy, being like, "Show us your basketball shorts," like just being like. We're trying to prove that all boys wear basketball shorts under their jeans. And I did not have basketball shorts. I just had like boxers, like not boxer briefs yet, but I had like regular boxers.
Yeah.
And I had just like jeans.
Yeah. So like a normal fucking person.
Yeah, like I'm not like these guys. That's what made me realize.
I'm not a fucking idiot
and then at the same party, they played Spin the Bottle and it freaked me out. Because I was like, I don't even know what my fear was because like I didn't even know what was going on in myself, So like,
wait, how old were you?
Like, what are you in 8th grade? Like 12 or 13?
8th grade, I think
it might have been 7th grade.
13, 14.
Yeah. So it was something like 12, 13, 14. I think it was a younger side, like maybe 12. And it was just like this party that I was realizing. And there were like girls like, first of all, this is all inappropriate.
I mean, I like don't think I've ever been to a party that's even had Spin the Bottle, let alone at 12 years old.
It was like the one, and I always heard of it, and like I said I didn't want to play. Like so all these kids were like on the trampoline playing Spin the Bottle, and I was like, no, not me. Thanks.
Of course, on a trampoline, like young enough that you're on a trampoline, but old enough that you're like wanting to play Spin the Bottle.
Yeah. So anyway, these are just some of the things that made me realize that I was a homosexual.
I love that for you. I mean, I'm sure like partially traumatizing, but like, growth.
Yeah, a little bit. But like now, like whenever I put on my pants every day, I'm like, oh yeah, I don't wear basketball shorts under my.
Thank God.
Just remember.
Thank God you do not wear basketball shorts underneath your.
I've never sagged my pants. Like I've never understood the logistics of it.
I mean, I don't want to see people's butts.
Yeah, I do.
I mean, I want to see people's butts like when I want to,
Right, like you want to have control over it. You don't want to just be walking down the street and see someone's butt.
Yeah, like I need some, oh my God, what is it called? When you give someone permission.
Like agency?
No.
Consent?
Consent.
You forgot consent?
I was like, it starts with a C. When it comes to snacking, are you salty or sweet? Pick a side and show your pride with Snack Time merch. We've got stickers, we've got mugs, we've even got bucket hats. All available at Shop Marno on Etsy. That's ShopMarno on Etsy. Now, back to Snack Time.
Oh my God. Anyway,
you are a sweet snacker, but you brought pretzels. So let's talk about this.
Okay.
Pretzels. Is this like an all-time fave or a new fave? Like, when did it come into your life?
So I've obviously always had pretzels in my life.
Right. Who hasn't?
But I will say as an adult, they've become a true favorite. And I'll tell you the reasons. So basically, I am a popular man adult. I have all of these friends, and they always invite me to parties. And it's always like at someone's house that I could never afford that house. It's like an apartment, a penthouse situation. I have one friend who has a penthouse. It's a walk up.
What?
And so I go to these parties, and it's just all people who like make more money than me, and it's all these people who just like they don't get it when it comes to like bringing something to a potluck. So they'll like bring something expensive. They'll pay a lot of money, and so like I'm coming to the party.
What are they bringing that's expensive?
I don't know.
Like caviar?
No, it's not that. It's not like fancy like that. It's just like, okay, so I have this thing where like people are always bringing like a cheese and crackers situation. They make a plate of like cheese and crackers.
Oh, like a fucking cheese board.
Like a cheese board, you know? And that's kind of expensive because like all the cheeses are like $10 and then you have to get the crackers. Yeah. And I just like, I'm not in that pay grade. So I'm bringing, so like pretzels are like $3. And the thing that I like about them, aside from the fact that they're less expensive, is that they are kind of like the continuous fountain of snacks. Like they never really run out. Like, have you ever really run out of pretzels at a party? You know, like,
yeah.
I think one of my philosophies when it comes to snacks is that it shouldn't run out. Like you shouldn't, like with a cheese board, you kind of eat it and you feel guilty because you're taking some of it. And
oh my God, yes.
You know, and like you're at a party and like even if there's like those little like pepperonis or whatever on the cheese board.
I love those little greasy pepperonis.
I know, like the little meat and stuff, but you don't feel like you could take as much as you want. Like you feel like, oh, there has to be enough for everybody. And like if I'm at a party sitting on a couch talking to somebody, like I don't want to also be thinking like, oh, did I take too much? Like, did I take enough? Like, is there enough for Brenda? You know, like, and
Brenda, did you want some of this cheese? I'm going to eat all this cheese, Brenda.
Yeah. And so with pretzels, I just feel like it's guilt-free because like, even if somebody else brings it, you know, they didn't spend that much money on it. And then if I bring it, like, it's basically like my snack and I can do whatever I want with it. So anytime there's like a park hang, like a picnic, or somebody's like having like a housewarming, but it's like a potluck or something, like I bring pretzels and maybe like a bottle of wine or something. But like I think pretzels, that's why it's my go-to, because it's like it fits with my pay grade, it fits with my level of patience when it comes to snacks, and it fits with my like level of like if I'm going to be snacking, like I don't want to just be passively snacking. I want to be like snacking like pretty actively.
I love all of these reasons. Like pretzels are truly your lifestyle.
Yeah, like it just aligns like different strokes for different folks, you know? So like a pretzel. And so then I went today to get pretzels.
What brand did you get?
Okay. So there's actually a little bit of a story here.
Of course.
Went to Trader Joe's because I needed to go to Trader Joe's anyway.
Yeah.
And I thought, I'll get the pretzels when I go there. And I showed up to Trader Joe's. First of all, long line as always.
Oh my gosh. Not in the suburbs, baby. Not in the suburbs.
I know.
I walked right up to that cash register the other day. I said, toot, toot, here I am.
I'm unemployed. I have nothing to do. So I was like, I'll stand in the line, whatever. So I did a shopping. I got strawberries. I got 2 big things of strawberries. I got like some, chicken and stuff for me to make for dinners. And then I got to the pretzel section, and they had, so they didn't have regular pretzels. They had like gluten-free pretzels. They had like pretzel snack bag. They had like all these things. But the peanut butter filled pretzels?
Oh, baby.
I want to like talk about in this podcast because those are the real MVP. You know what I mean? Like,
yes,
bite into that, like the crunchy pretzel, and then there's a little bit of space, like empty space, and then the peanut butter, and then you just swish it down with some Diet Dr. Pepper. You know what I mean? Like that is, I think about that. But then, so I did buy some. I bought 2 packs of them because they're only $2.49. So like that's really, that's what I'm saying is like, it's like a really accessible snack. And so then I got those, and then I was like in the frozen section because I got to get like they have these hot and spicy chicken wings at Trader Joe's. Have you tried those?
No.
They're like pretty good. They're like really good.
Yum.
And I really like them. I buy 2 packs and it lasts me like a while, and you keep them in the freezer and then you heat them up. But above the hot and spicy chicken wings, they had yogurt covered pretzels.
Oh, so I've had those.
I bought those too. Mm-hmm. And so now I'm like a household full of pretzels. And so anyway, at Trader Joe's, they had the gluten-free pretzels, but I'm kind of like, I have like an aversion to gluten-free. Like if something's gluten-free, I don't buy it. That's not normal, right?
Okay, no. I totally feel the same way. Because I'm like, I'm not celiac or like I don't have a gluten intolerance. So I'm like, first of all, like, why not buy the regular kind? Like I don't need this modified version. And then second of all, I mean, me buying a gluten-free snack is taking away the accessibility to someone who actually needs it.
That's a great
But I also encountered the same problem that you had at Trader Joe's, and they didn't have any regular ones, so I got the gluten-free ones.
Stop!
I'm not even joking. I love that it has like this cute little like bicycle on the front, but it has like
exact package.
A man with his 4 little kids riding it, and then the little kid in the back goes, "You really did reinvent the wheel, didn't you?" And it's
oh my gosh!
I mean, the packaging is so cute, and then on the back,
the packaging was
there's
cute.
like a like lady on a bicycle on a tightrope, and then there's like a man hanging down from it. Like, I mean,
the packaging is really good. It almost made me buy it, but then I just was like, if I'm going to go on to a podcast and talk about my favorite snack, like it has to be the real favorite snack, not like the gluten-free version of my favorite snack.
Right.
So then I left Trader Joe's. My total at Trader Joe's was a little bit more than I thought it would be, but I think I was like kind of just going for it.
But you also got 2 fresh strawberries, and if there's anything that's going to be expensive, it's berries.
The strawberries. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then what I did was I walked to CVS and I got pretzels there. So
Snyder's?
I went to the location. No, it was, I don't know how to say this, but it was Utz.
Oh yeah, Utz. Classic all-American snack brand.
Is it Utz or Utz? Or
Utz? I think I just assume that it's Utz, but I could be wrong.
UTZ sounds like something's wrong with you. It sounds like you should go to a doctor.
When you say UTZ, I mean, it sounds like UTI, but a Z, so it's like
it's worse.
Urinary tract
xylophone.
That starts with an X, you fucking idiot. Just kidding. You're a fucking genius and you know that I love you. But zebra, urinary tract.
Wait, do you remember being in elementary school and like those are the only words that start with X and Z?
Yes.
Like you're going through the alphabet with your teacher and you're like there's all these words that are like L for lizard, C for cat.
Yeah.
Like all these like letters and words that like are like the only option.
Mm-hmm.
And xylophone is the only like besides
My parents and I went through like a Scrabble phase at the beginning of me. I wouldn't say beginning of quarantine because I wasn't at home for the very beginning of quarantine. Whatever. Okay. The beginning of me being home, we went through a Scrabble phase and like the X was always so hard.
Yeah.
So.
Are there any words that you got with X?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I like kind of wish I took pictures of every single like Scrabble board that we had because there were times where there were some words where we were like, look at you go, look at you, you know, we were super proud.
Yeah, that would be a good Instagram account, like impressive Scrabble words.
Oh my God, what a cute idea. And so like wholesome and fun.
Yeah, like it would be like you would see it on your feed and you would be like, wow, that's actually really impressive. And then you would move on and it would just make your day a little bit better.
Yes, that's a good idea.
Okay.
I mean, like, you know, typical us coming up with like social media.
You remember the time so we like hung out like basically once in the time that you moved to New York.
I mean, I would say I'm trash, but we both didn't like.
No, we both didn't. No, we would text and like I would watch your stuff, but like we just didn't like hang out for some reason. And
we
then we hung
ran
out once.
Into each other on the street more than we planned to hang out.
Wait, remember that time that I saw you, but like you had dyed your hair or something, so I just like wasn't sure or something.
And I think it was like at the beginning. No, it was once I had my job, so it was like 6 months into me living there.
But I like passed you, and then I was like, wait a second, and then I texted you, and I was like, was that you? And you're like, yes. And then we passed each other again in that same area.
Yeah, at Union Square Park.
Okay, but
that was like basically a year ago. Because the picture of me and that, remember I bought those sunglasses that day?
Yeah.
Okay, so I like posted a picture that day of like the sunglasses with my like midsummer-esque dress.
Yeah.
And that was just like a few days ago because it popped up on my Instagram. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But that time we hung out was like very inspiring for me. I remember like
same.
I left. I must have spent $300 the day when I left. Because I was just like, I need a camera, I need lights, like I need to to do everything she does. Like I need to just like figure it out and start making videos. Because you know what it was? You know what? Like made me text you and I was like, you know what? This is bullshit. We need to hang out.
Yeah.
Was your life update video that was like 30 minutes long.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know, this is stupid. We need to hang out. And then we hung out. And then you were like, you know what? I can't be around Ben anymore. I'm leaving.
That's literally not what happened. A fucking pandemic. Yeah, I actually orchestrated all of COVID-19 just so I could get away from you.
Right. You created Dr. Fauci.
Conspiracy.
Like, say this.
Conspiracy.
Yeah.
Oh my
But that
God.
was fun. And now I have these lights and I make videos and stuff. And I just ordered a camera and you're
so
very
excited.
inspiring to me.
You're inspiring to me. I mean, we talk about this, but like listeners, the way our friendship goes is basically like Ben is like an entrepreneur, business-minded man, and I'm just like a creative blob of like insanity. And we like inspire each other, I think, in each of those ways where he has really pushed me to like monetize shit and start an Etsy account and like really like promote myself. And then I've inspired Ben by just like making him do what he wants to do.
Yeah. I was telling my friend, I was like, I wish that people were just constantly asking me to be on podcasts. Cause I was like so looking forward to being on this podcast that I was like, I like this feeling. And I wish that I was just like somebody that like Conan was like, hey, do you want to be on our show tonight?
Oh my gosh.
And like, that would just be so fun for me.
I mean, I love the idea. I mean, like my dream job used to be like to host a late night show.
Right.
I don't aspire for that level of fame anymore because I love being able to like go to the grocery store and buy a bag of pretzels and not be stopped by anybody.
Yeah.
But I still love the like dynamic of a talk show and like just conversational, fun entertainment. Yeah. So like, you know, that's why I have this podcast.
I was watching, do you remember this? Anderson Cooper had a show, like a talk show. Do you remember this?
Yeah, but I never watched it.
2015 or something. And so
that was like the peak of like everyone being like Silver Fox, Anderson Cooper.
He had like a show. I can't remember what it was called, but it was like Anderson Cooper something. Mm-hmm. And he has this segment called The First 15 where he would have like a celebrity come on and like do the first 15 minutes of the show with him.
Oh, cute.
So he had like Kathy Griffin, he had like Andy Cohen, and they would come on and just talk.
The classic stuff. Anderson Cooper friends.
Yeah, exactly. Which is, but like, he talked about this service that you can hire paparazzi to like follow you for 30 minutes. And
I believe it.
I know. And you go on, it's like Rent the Paparazzi or something. It's like something like that. And you go on, you pay for it, you tell them where you're going to be, and like they will follow you for 30 minutes and they'll be like, oh, like Ben, like over here. And I remember when I was in college, I thought that would be like the best present. Like that would be like best gift to give me. But like it makes you realize like it would be nice to like potentially like have that as an experience one time. Mm-hmm. But like you don't want that all the time. Like you don't want to be famous where like you walk out of your apartment and you can't like do anything.
Yeah, no. I think I would feel so suffocated. Especially like I love to just like wander around.
I know. I love, my favorite thing to do in New York is just to like go outside, put on my mask.
Time of recording, August 5th, 2020.
Yeah.
Yes, we're still in the midst of COVID if you're listening to this in the future.
And then just walk around and listen to podcasts. And like, it's seriously like I live in the East Village and I've walked like to Central Park from my apartment and like walked around Central Park and then walked back. And it's like 3 hours of just like walking or 4 hours of just walking. And it's like so enjoyable. And you would just not be able to do that if you were like that level of fame.
100%.
Like you would have to like rent. You would have to like. That's why they all have such crazy like private like places where they can just like go out, like the Kardashians' backyards.
Yeah,
like their backyards are insane, and like they have to kind of because
that's their park.
Yeah, right. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, I want to go to the park
after this. Oh, it's already kind of late there though, isn't it?
I know. I don't even know. I have to look at what time it is. It's like I'll tell you the time. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm looking at it, but you can tell me anyway.
6:43. Yeah. And it's not dark. Yesterday, I slept through a storm.
Oh my God. Wait, what time was the storm at? I keep seeing posts.
I don't know. I slept through it.
Well, what time were you sleeping?
So my sleep schedule has been really insane.
Yeah, I could kind of tell because sometimes I'll get a text from you and I like see it in the morning and then I'm like, wait, I got this at midnight and I was sleeping. Ben was up fully like thinking of ideas at 3 a.m.
I know. Like, I don't know what it is, but like I'm unemployed right now. I got laid off from my job. It's okay. Don't send letters. And it's just been weird. Like, it's hard because I live alone also. So there's no like routines of other people. Like no one comes in and says like, okay, good night.
Yeah. Oh, you don't have your mom tucking you in at night like I do. She like kisses me on the forehead and like, you know, really burritos me with the blanket. And
does she do that for you?
No, I wish.
So.
I honestly wish.
Yeah. But like there's no one like wakes up and like starts making noise. Yeah. Like no one makes pancakes and it all of a sudden smells like pancakes. So like my like rhythm and like my schedule are just like totally off. And so I would like the other night I slept, I was awake till like 6 a.m. So like it gets light and that's when I know I'm like, okay, I did it. I can go to sleep.
Once it gets light.
I've accomplished an all-nighter. I can go to sleep. And so I went to sleep and then I woke up at 4 p.m. And apparently in that time between like 6 a.m. and 4 p.m. there was a storm.
Yeah.
And people were texting me and they're like, oh my God, are you okay? Did you notice when you lived in New York that like the people who are so concerned about New York are the people who don't live there?
Yep.
They'll read something in the news and they'll be like, oh my God, are you okay? And then like, if I don't, and then you have to text those people back because like, otherwise they'll worry. So if you're sleeping throughout the day, that's not great.
True. Yeah. People are probably very worried about you.
Yeah. Oh, I have another snack that I want to talk about.
Oh my God. Wait, but before you do that, can I eat one of these freaking pretzels I've been wanting to eat?
Let's take a pretzel break.
Let's do a crunch.
They're like thinner pretzels.
Those look so much better than mine.
Well, yours are gluten-free.
I know, but I mean, they're so cute.
Honestly, if you put these two pretzels together and said which one is gluten-free, I'd be like, that's the one.
I mean, yeah, I think you could spot it from a mile away.
We do it on our microphones?
Yeah, let's do a little crunch.
Okay.
Okay, these are very, texture-wise, I gotta say these are really good. They're not as dense as a regular pretzel, which I love the density of pretzels.
Yeah, right.
There's like, you can see there is some salt on it.
I saw pretzels today that were like, okay, you know how I was talking about the peanut butter pretzels?
Yeah.
It was like peanut butter pretzels, unsalted. And I was like, who wants that?
Yeah, because
like,
I guess
it's like 1/3 of the whole point.
But for me, it would depend if the peanut butter was already super salty.
Oh, okay.
You know, but if it's just like a more bland peanut butter, then I need the salt on it. Yeah.
Back to your salty or sweet question. I think I would also add, I'm a person of extremes. And so I want really, really salty or really, really sweet. I don't like in between.
Oh, I love an in between. Like I love my all-time favorite peanut butter, and y'all can call me trash.
Okay.
But just a freaking tub. Oh my God, it just slipped my mind what it's called. No, not Jif. Skippy.
You're trash.
I know I'm trash, but Skippy is my favorite freaking brand. Also, I love the packaging. Like that blue is such a great blue.
Yeah.
The logo is iconic.
Yeah. At work, when I used to have a job, I worked at ClassPass, which is a fitness company. And so a lot of the snacks were like really healthy and stuff. They had some unhealthy snacks, but one of the things that they had that I didn't like was they had like bread and they had jelly and they had peanut butter. So like sometimes I would just make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Oh, that's cute.
The peanut butter was like too fancy for me. Like you know the thing like you talked about it on the last episode, like the
the oil,
like the oil on the top.
Yeah, I love this callback.
And I realized that I wanted Skippy peanut butter, like the crunchy Skippy peanut butter. And so
you're a crunchy girl.
I'm 50-50. That's a place I'm 50-50. It just depends.
Yeah.
But I feel like
just always contradicting yourself though.
The crunchy peanut butter.
I'm joking.
Peanut butter feels like it's more filling. Like it feels like it's actual food that will fill me. you know?
I mean, yeah, if you have to like choose something, then it feels more substantial.
Yeah. So I went to the store and I bought my own Skippy peanut butter and I wrote my name on the top.
Stop.
And so
I love that.
And I kept it in my drawer in my desk.
Wait,
and so
once it's open. Oh, no, you don't have to refrigerate it. I forgot.
Oh my God, you freaked me out.
I scared myself for a second. I was like, oh.
You're like, Ben, you can't do that. But like I would keep it at my desk and then I would take my peanut butter and walk to the kitchen, which was like a 2-minute walk away. So like people would just see me walking through the hallways with like a can of peanut butter.
No, wait. 2 minutes doesn't seem like a long time, but in an office, how big was this office? That's a long way to walk for an office.
I would have to like go around, you know, like.
Oh, wow.
It was like a whole situation.
It's like a peanut butter parade at that point.
I have to confess something. It probably wasn't 2 minutes. It just felt like 2 minutes. I know we don't do math on this podcast.
Math is not, I mean, math time, numbers in general just evade my presence.
So, I mean, the other thing is also, I will say, I'm a very social boy. And so I would have to stop and talk to people on the way. So like, I would just walk up to a group of people with like peanut butter in my hand. And like, what's that? And I'm like, it's peanut butter. And then
like, I don't recognize this brand. Is it not from Whole Foods?
Yeah, exactly. So I would have my own peanut butter and I would make my own peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. The thing about it though is that they had really healthy peanut butter, really healthy bread, but then they had the Smucker's jelly that you can squeeze. So like you should have healthier jelly, you know?
And I feel like that's the easiest thing to get that's healthy because it's like fruit.
Yeah, right. So it was just a whole experience for me.
That is a whole experience. Like I can't imagine working in a place where like Skippy can't be just like
I know.
accepted.
They used to have it. The thing is like there's a team of people who like decide what the snacks are. You should have
HR?
No, it's like
wait, literally their whole job is that?
No, it's not their whole job. They also have to like clean the bathrooms and stuff. But like
wait, clean the bathrooms and choose the snacks.
There's different people on the team who do different things. It's like the facilities team.
Oh yeah. The office manager probably chooses the snacks.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So they would choose the snacks and people would like request things and like, oh, that's a good crunch. People would like request things and send like rude emails into their inbox to be
rude
this is
emails?
Bullshit. Like we need to have this kind of soda in the oh
my gosh.
Like or like people would get really passionate about like what if things got taken away because they were like less popular or because they were like too expensive per like person who used them, then they would like start campaigns and like try to like get people on their side to like vote, you know, for.
Oh my God, you have had a like very tumultuous work environment. It seems like people had very strong personalities.
Yes, very strong personalities, and also like. I don't know. It was like we spent so much time there that like people wanted it to be like so comfortable and like so like whatever. So like people had a few specific people had like really specific requests and like a strong passion for them.
Did you guys have pretzels?
At different times, yeah. You know what we had at the end that I really liked? These little bags of beef jerky.
Little bags of beef jerky? Like single serving beef jerky? I've never seen that.
Like it was like, again, I can't do math on this podcast. Like when I come on this podcast, like I can't even do math.
I know. It just goes away, the knowledge.
But it was like, I don't know, the size. It was like, it had like 4 pieces of beef jerky in it.
Well, 4? That is not enough. I would be grabbing like 5 of those packs.
Yeah, so, but
it's beef jerky. That. It's healthy. Eats 5 packs.
I know. Yeah. I would take a lot. And like, they also were like very, like depending on the different time of the company, like based on like how much like money the company had at the time or like how the budget was allocated.
Oh, I see.
Snacks would be like really popular. And so some people would like come in the morning, like when they got there and like stock up on snacks. And then there would be like no snacks. And people would come in like, you don't really have any snacks here. And it's like, no, it's just like at this person's desk.
Yeah, that's rude.
Okay, but the other snack that I wanted to tell you about, I think this is really innovative, and maybe it's not, but a friend, a mom on my street used to do this when I was growing up. So she would freeze Go-Gurts.
Yeah.
And like eat them like popsicles and stuff. And I've been doing that lately, and I love it.
Oh, that was like 100% something that we did as a kid.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay, good. I'm glad it's normal and not like, I thought you were going to be like, oh my God, that's so smart.
No. I mean, it is smart, but like, I've been there, done that, you know?
Yeah, got it.
Also, well, the kids. Oh, what?
Well, I was going to say.
Shut up.
Where you rudely interrupted me.
Whatever. Just continue.
I actually can't remember what I was going to say. I just think it's it's like a good snack. It's sweet. It's like cold. Yeah. And in the summer, it's like so nice. And like, that's another 1 a.m. snack for me. I'll just like cut off the top and just like, put it in my mouth and swallow. No chewing.
Chewing just a frozen log down your throat. Yum.
Yeah.
A hack for that.
Oh.
I mean, I don't know if you're using Go-Gurt as like as in the brand or just like in general for like yogurt that's in a plastic tube. Yeah. Because I was gonna say you can use like healthier yogurt that comes in a tube. Like there's a Siggy's brand that's really good. And the kids that I used to nanny, RIP to that job. Thanks, COVID. They had that in their freezer all the time. So like if they wanted dessert after dinner and we didn't want to give them, like I would never give them like an actual like dessert.
Yeah.
That was like too much sugar. Because I'm like, I'm trying to put them to bed.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would usually give them one of those frozen Siggy's yogurts or like applesauce or something like that.
Oh, applesauce.
Mm-hmm. Or like regular yogurt.
Yeah, I like it's like frozen yogurt, I guess.
I mean, it is. It's yogurt that's frozen. It's just not like fucking soft serve.
Right. But I don't know. I just discovered it. I just started doing it like 3 months ago and like it's changed my life because I always want like when it gets to that time, like I don't want something that's healthy usually. Like I have to, if I'm having like carrots and ranch, like that is hard for me because like the carrots, like I'm like, oh my God, like I just wish I had something like disgusting to put in my mouth.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And so it's like pretzels. The other night I was eating pretzel chips. So I was thinking in preparation for this podcast, I was thinking like pretzels are different because they don't have like all kinds of flavors. Like with like potato chips, there's like ranch and like barbecue and
endless.
Like jalapeno, like whatever. But like I was
fucking
thinking like
chicken and waffles.
Yeah, like pretzels, like they don't do that. But then today I realized they do that. They're like sourdough pretzels, hard pretzels, like the ones that are just like overcooked, which I hate.
Like and like big, so you're like gnawing on them. I don't like those.
You don't like those either?
No.
Okay, I was worried that you're going to be like, no, those are my favorite.
No, if it's a big pretzel, I want it to be a big, soft pretzel.
Oh, we haven't even talked about soft pretzels.
I feel like you have to come on again and we have to like dive deeper into pretzels because like there's so much to talk about.
I know, and pretzel bits. Is it pretzel bits or pretzel bites?
I mean, I'm sure it's been branded both ways, but I've heard pretzel bites, I think more.
Oh, man. That's good.
We need to talk about. We need to do a pretzels part 2 and do soft pretzels. Yeah,
and chocolate covered pretzels. Yeah, write it down.
Stay up to date with new Snack Time episodes, merch, and more on Instagram at SnackTimePod. That's SnackTimepod. See you there.
I recently realized I need to be writing down my ideas because I'm the kind of person in conversations, I'm just like, we should do this. Like, oh, that would be a funny song. Oh, like whatever. And then I'm just like, forget about it. And I mean,
my notes app is like that. And then also I have this like journal that I was like originally going to just journal in. And then I was like, I'm just going to write literally whatever. And it's just going to like log my life, which is a lot more helpful for me. Right. So it's like, sometimes I actually do like flesh out my thoughts and feelings and emotions and being emo. Yeah. But then it's also like part planner, part like calculations because I'm so bad at math. I need like paper to write it down.
You march about being bad at math.
I'm not even joking. Math. I can find you a page where there's a whole page is blank except for the top. There was like some calculations.
You're doing math. Oh my gosh, snack math. Like you should do like little lessons like in preschool where they're like, you have 5 pretzels, subtract 3 pretzels.
I always love that. And like, here's the thing. I was never a sweet snacker, like since birth, salty.
Since birth?
Yes.
Day one.
Came out the womb and I was like, what the fuck is this sweet milk? Give me some salty milk, Mom.
Yeah.
Okay, so since I like could eat snacks and like eat solid food. I preferred salty. But in school, whenever they did like math with like M&Ms or like Hershey bars to do like, you know, ratios or fractions and like other things, I could not get enough of like those M&Ms and Hershey bars. Like I would hardly ever reach for that as a like first thought snack unless it was like placed in front of me. But like in that classroom, I was like, 2 + 2 is 4 and 4 M&Ms are going in my mouth, bitch.
Obviously it didn't sustain itself. It didn't, because now you hate math.
I don't hate, do you know what? I don't hate math.
Okay.
I actually like to do math for fun.
Yeah.
But I would never trust myself in a math related job.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
I would not either. You have to be detail oriented for that shit.
I mean, I am pretty detail oriented, but like number details, it's just like, it hurts my brain. Like so many things in my life I do as a hobby. And then I'm like, let's monetize this. Let's try to make this into a career. Math, never.
No.
You know, keep that with like the fun puzzles and like brain exercises. But
I always liked math because there was like no gray area if you're wrong or right. Like when
it comes to like, very Mean Girls quote of you. What is it she said? What is that quote?
Remember. Oh yeah, what is the quote? We should look at it. You should post production put it in.
Let me just like Google it. You tell your story about math and I'll look it up.
I like that there's like no gray area. Like the teacher can't like decide that you're wrong. Like you're either right or you're wrong. And that just brings a lot of comfort for me as a rule follower.
Yeah.
Because like, I just don't appreciate any time that like I have to use my judgment or someone else is allowed to use their judgment. Like, I think there should be like, this is right or this is wrong. And especially like in education, but like, I like art, but like, it makes me mad that someone else can decide like what grade I get on my art. Like that's frustrating for me as a good kid.
My philosophy on like art classes is that you should be judged on the effort that you put in.
Yeah.
Not on like necessarily what the outcome
like, this is good or this is bad. Yeah, like it makes me so mad that someone can be like, this is bad. Some things are right and wrong in like an art class. Like if you have to like identify shapes or like identify different strokes or something, then sure. But like, I don't like that I can like draw something or create something, especially if it's like I'm like super into like, if I'm going to make something, it's going to be extremely abstract. Like I'm not going to draw a portrait of something.
Right.
So like, you can't tell me what grade I got on it.
I 100% agree. And like in college took a philosophy of art class, which literally like basically there are some like very strict philosophies, which we would like debate about in class, whether or not like, you know, we think it's valid or whatever. But most theories really said like, who's to say what is art and what is not, or like what is good art and what is bad art. Like those were the two questions that class really like discussed.
Right.
The whole semester. So
in college, I had a teacher. We took like the values in American life class, but it ended up just being like art history kind of class.
Interesting.
And so the whole class was like showing us artists and stuff, which I ultimately like appreciate. And it was funny because in the class, there were so many critics being like, this is not art. Like they show like Jackson Pollock and they'd be like, that's really stupid. That's not art. We shouldn't be studying this.
But Jackson Pollock is like world renowned.
But like, you know, like in a critical, like college students, like mindset, like it doesn't look like it took work. And so it was really funny because the kids would always be like, I could make that. And
then it's like, okay, do it.
Yeah. But the teacher didn't take that the same way that I took it. Like in my mind, the kid was saying like, I could do something like that. And it would be the same output, like the same impact. But she was saying people have tried to recreate the exact splatters. And she was like, no, you couldn't.
Yeah, that exact thing.
Yeah, that's not what I'm saying. But there was like, it was funny because in that class, it was really a lot of people who were like either really quiet and like didn't have an opinion or were really like objecting to the premise of the class because they signed up for like, I think they thought it was going to be like more history or more something else.
I mean, based on the title, that's what I would expect.
But like, I loved the class because it was an art. So you can say whatever you want and like, it's valid kind of. So like, I took it with Andy, our friend Andy.
Oh, love that.
We sit next to each other and like, she was like not into it as much as I was. And so to annoy her, I would raise my hand. And I was like, I just love the way the artist used color in this painting.
Oh, shut up.
And it bit me in the ass one time though, because I was trying to be funny and like trying to participate. Mm-hmm. And I'm also the kind of student where like, if there's a silence in the class, I'm the first to raise my hand. Like, I can't handle it. Yeah. And so one time there was a painting and I can't remember the artist or like what kind of art it was. Oh, we were studying murals. Mm-hmm. And so there was a mural of like some kind of like in space skeleton giving birth to another skeleton or something. Like that was the piece, but it was on a building and the building was a library. Mm-hmm. So I think there were like books in there too or something. And I raised my hand just like to be annoying again. And I was like, what did I say? Oh, and there was a door to the library. Like there was a door to the library that was painted over for the mural. Interesting. I could see that it was a door. So I raised my hand and I thought I was being so smart. And I was like, it's really interesting how there's a door in this painting, but everything else is so like non-human. So it's really interesting, like how they just like to have those two things in the painting. And the teacher was like, well, that's like an actual door. And I was like, exactly. Like, it's just so interesting how like the painter painted a door and in space, like there's no doors in space. Like it's just really interesting to me. And Andy was like, Ben, that is the door to the library. And I was like, oh, I'm just kidding. And then everybody laughed at me and like, it was just kind of embarrassing.
I mean, but honestly though, you could argue like the canvas is also part of the art. Like an artist, when they're picking whether it's watercolor paper, fucking flimsy ass paper, or a, canvas made out of fabric, a canvas made out of wood, whatever they're choosing, that's part of the, or building. Yeah. That's part of the art making process. And so obviously the fact that it's a building has to come into play. And this is like something that we would have discussed in my philosophy of art class. So our classes should have like had a debate with each other, like I think.
Like a little soccer game or something.
Yeah, literally. And like, that is part of it because the artist could have actually incorporated it into the design. Right. Because you can see it when you're looking at the whole art piece, you can see the door. So it like could have been a choice of like what color went over that or whatever, or maybe not have. But like I would argue for your case that like it is part of it. It is part of it.
Yeah, it was like, I don't know. It was just so funny because everybody in the class thought I was such an idiot. And that's one of my favorite, like, if you had to dissect my sense of humor, like part of my sense of humor is like making people think I'm a total idiot.
Like you want to be Michael Scott.
Yeah, like I do. Like I think it's funny when people think I'm stupid.
Yeah, I think it's hilarious too. I mean, like that's part of my brand. I feel like I'm just like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh okay, wait. I found the quote from Mean Girls.
Oh, good.
So Damien is reading Katie's class schedule and he goes, health, Spanish, you're taking 12th grade calculus? Katie says, yeah, I like math. Damien, ew, why? Katie, because it's the same in every country. Damien, that's beautiful. This girl is deep.
Oh my gosh, I should start saying that it's the same in every country. Is it the same in every country? I don't even know.
I think, numbers are pretty universal. Except for like Roman numerals, but like who the fuck even cares about those? Actually, I think they're really cool looking. So I take that back. Roman numerals, I love you.
Yeah, we love Roman numerals.
Actually, like aesthetically.
Yeah, not historically.
I mean, not like in everyday use. Like that's confusing.
Well, yeah. Would you like ever get a clock that had Roman numerals?
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, like I can
because that's aesthetic.
Yeah, and like 1 through 12, I totally understand. You know. When you're into like Super Bowl 532 or whatever the fuck number they are on for the Super Bowl.
How many football players do you think can read that?
0.
None.
I mean, okay, maybe like Colin Kaepernick because he's like actually super smart.
Right.
Okay, maybe like a handful, but mostly.
But honestly, I'm saying I can't.
I'm saying I can't either.
I'm saying I can't. If you tell me it's Super Bowl 42 or 58 or 962, like I don't. I can't.
And I see the Roman numerals. I'm like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, like I should actually like that's pretty basic knowledge that like you could probably learn in like an hour, and like that would be something to do during quarantine. To just,
but like you're not really coming across it that often. Like really, the Super Bowl is the only time where I see a giant Roman numeral number, and I'm like, what the fuck is that?
I know. What else is there? I guess it's just like or like in contracts. in
clauses. Clauses. Yeah, I guess so. Or like on notes.
But like why do you need to know which one it is, I guess? Like why is it important that this is clause number 7?
Yeah, unless you're like going to court.
Oh, the amendments in the Constitution. They're always like in Roman numerals, right?
Oh, true.
Are they?
I don't even know. I just agreed with you because I was like, sure, that's right.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know either. But do you know what I do know?
What?
I do know that you have a stunning social media presence. Ben,
oh, yes, of course.
Would you like to tell us all about your social medias?
Well, yes,
and everything that you're trying to promote. Just plug away.
Plug away. Well, so I would love to just sit here for 10 minutes and plug all the different things.
Perfect, because we have 10 minutes left for it to be approximately an hour-long episode.
Exactly. But I will say the number one thing, if I had one action item for everybody in this meeting.
Yes, taking notes.
It would be to go to Instagram. Ready? Go to the Explore page, the search bar, type in @TheRealBenHaz. That's my name, The Real Ben Haz, @TheRealBenHaz. And you can find my profile where I make all kinds of little funny videos and all of my thoughts are on there about everything going on in the world. And you can just like follow me and I can follow you back and it would be really, really fun. But like, I also have a bunch of other stuff, but like Instagram is the hub. So go to Instagram, open up the search bar, @TheRealBenHaz, and you'll find me, myself, and I.
It's as easy as that.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, but if that's the number 1, what's number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? Because I know you got all of those.
Number 2 is that I am trying to make a little bit of money as you are, and I am unemployed.
Hustling entrepreneurs.
I started this beautiful, gorgeous shop. And it's called Upskilled Swag, UPSKILLED swag on Etsy. And you can find it on my Instagram @TheRealBenHaz. But I sell basically mugs and hats and shirts and prints and stickers, all with like all the business jargon you love to hate. And so it has like a lot of Zoom humor. So I know Zoom is really big right now. So there's a lot of mugs and stuff that say things like, sorry, I was on mute, or can everybody see my screen? Those
topical, zippy, catchy, love it.
I know, just loving it so much. And then there's also like out of office hats and there's stickers on there that say, can everyone mute? And my favorite is a sweatshirt that I have on my Etsy shop. And it says, I don't have the bandwidth, which is like a huge like thing that I used to say all the time at work before I got let go. But basically it's a great like Sunday morning, like work from home swag store where like you just don't have the patience to like deal with anybody. So like you should buy my swag.
I cannot recommend this shop enough. I have made 2 purchases. I haven't left a review yet because I'm waiting for one to arrive, but I bought... should be coming soon. I mean, #Printful, get your shit together.
I know.
I just got an order yesterday and it's shipping in 20 days.
You got an order, like
2
someone ordered from your shop,
stickers. Someone ordered from me yesterday 2 stickers and 2 prints and it's shipping in 20 days. I'm like, what is up with that? Anyway.
How do you know that how does it tell you? I thought it's just random.
No, it tells you, dude.
It does?
Yeah. Anyway, Printful jargon aside.
Yeah.
Ben's shop is A+. I got my mom a sorry I was on mute pink little mug and she fucking loves it. It's on her desk. And then I got my dad it was
I need space.
I need space. I was almost gonna say stay away from me, but I was like, that's not right.
That's a little off brand for me, but
a little off brand.
Forward.
Yeah. So I got my dad an I need space hat because he loves to go on walks. Actually, me and him accidentally went on a walk together this morning. He had already left, and then I left. And then I ran into him on the street. Actually, that's a lie. I saw him across the street, and I called him, and I was like, hi, turn around. And he was there, and he's like, oh, do you want me to wait for you? And I was like, okay. Then my dog and I met up with him, and then we walked the rest of the walk together. Anyway,
so you went on a walk with the dog. He went on a walk without the dog.
Correct.
Okay.
And then we saw each other.
Yeah.
So he likes to go on walks. He always wears a hat. So I got him the black I need space hat because when you're on a walk, you're like, stay the fuck away from me. Right. Don't cough on me. A lot of people are walking like, because it's like exercise, they're not wearing masks, but I'm still like always wearing a mask. So it's kind of annoying, but I know.
Yeah. And also I want to plug, if you're in the United States or if you're in the world, wear a mask.
Please wear a mask.
Outside, wear a mask.
Great third plug.
2020. Yeah, that's my third plug. Just wear a mask.
Stay and your 6 fourth plug?
My fourth plug. Oh, follow me on TikTok. Yeah. I know it might be banned or something, but like, just follow me now, and I'm sure it'll work out, and I'm sure it'll be fine. I've been trying to do different TikToks. I'm trying to find my voice on TikTok.
It's been really fun to watch.
I just did one. You know those acting challenges?
Yes, I saw it.
It's so ridiculous, but like
so ridiculous, and I love it.
Just love it, and like I don't know. I'm trying to find like the right ways to do it because I'm not really like a dance TikTok guy.
Yeah, me neither.
Like it just does. First of all, I can't do them. Like it's hard for me to do them, and like it takes so much time to learn them and then practice them. And like I'm not trying to burn calories right now. And second of all, I don't think they like say much. Like I don't think it's like super like entertaining, like beyond the fact that you're just like doing the dance and like I can see that you can do the dance. Like it doesn't make me think, you know?
Yeah.
And I think that part of the reason that I think that is because I can't do them.
Right. I mean, it's not like an art form that speaks to you.
Right.
So why would you participate in that?
Right.
I feel the same way.
I've been trying to find all the trends that I can do. And like, there are a lot that I think are really funny that are really fun to do. But, you know, there are a couple of TikTokers that I follow that they just like talk to the camera. And that's what I aspire to be. I wish I was that interesting where I could just like talk to the camera.
You can, Ben. You literally already do that.
I do it. Yeah. And I'm gaining followers on TikTok and I'm losing followers on Instagram, which means
you found your audience.
I am popular with the Gen Z and I'm not popular with millennials. And I'm fine with that.
That's fine.
You know, like I
mean, Gen Z is the fucking future. They're kicking ass.
How's your Instagram doing? Are you losing followers, gaining followers? Because
I honestly don't track it. I should be like keeping track, probably. Well, our Instagram I've been gaining, which has been really good because that's good. What I really care about.
Right. Yeah. Well, I feel like ever since the current climate of the world, and I've been a little bit more political on Instagram, I think people are just like, who the fuck does Ben think he is? And they unfollow me.
But also, like,
I don't want them following me anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, if I can't post about things that are important, then like, and you can't like, you know, think that's interesting, then you know, you don't need to be following me.
Yeah, I agree.
That's why I like pretzels.
Diet back.
That's why today I brought pretzels onto Snack Time with Marta.
I personally get more political on Twitter. I think just because the easily like retweet aspect of it. But yeah, that's just me.
Twitter.
But what is your Twitter account if you'd like people to follow?
Oh, Twitter. If you want to follow me, I'm very random on Twitter. I do post kind of a lot, but like it's very random. But I think it's funny, and you can follow me at The Real Ben Haas, which is the same as my Instagram. You know,
and TikTok.
And TikTok, but I have a fifth plug.
Yeah, I think I know what it is.
What?
YouTube.
No, not YouTube because
what?
Wait, yes, you should follow me on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, follow me on YouTube, but I have to be honest, I'm just like getting back into YouTube and like figuring
I know, but I'm just saying like you just got this new camera, like
I know, I got a new camera. It shipped yesterday, which is really exciting. Okay, so I have a fifth and sixth plug. So follow me on YouTube. I think it's just Ben. I don't know what you just search. Just type in Benjamin Haas coming out.
You'll find it.
The most popular video. And it's on that channel. So
how like 2010 of you.
I know. I made one last summer because I just was feeling it and I wanted to like, well, I always watched those like growing up and they were really helpful. So I wanted to make one.
No, I mean, I was joking, but also like
yeah.
I mean, I like kind of made one earlier this year. It wasn't like really coming out, but it was just like, this is why I celebrate Pride. I'm fucking queer.
Yeah. It was good. I like that video. Because you were like, representation matters, and that's why I'm doing this video. And I think totally agree. Okay, so then my sixth plug is I run a, when it's not quarantine, I run a photo booth business.
Oh my God, yes! I forgot about this because of fucking quarantine.
Quarantine, I know. And so I run a photo booth business and it thrives on reviews and followers and likes. And so if you do nothing else, if you don't go on The Real Ben Haas on Instagram, TikTok, or Twitter, if you don't go on YouTube and follow me by typing in Ben Haas coming out video, then one thing that you could do is go to Instagram and type in Rent My Booth. That's the title of my company, and just follow it. And I try to post really fun things when it's not quarantine. Yeah. And so it's really all about being the star of your own show. And so I post a lot of content about just being confident and self-love and just being yourself when you get into the photo booth, because I really believe that that's our shining moment is when we step into a photo booth.
I fucking love that and agree.
Yeah, right? Like photo booths are the best.
Photo booths are so fun because like it's so low pressure, but then you have a result that like you can keep forever.
Yeah.
And who doesn't love like putting up a little cute, like little photo booth moment of pictures of either just like them or like with their friends or like people love that shit.
Yeah, and I love going to the events because, like, a lot of times when people rent my photo booth, I go to the events and I, like, man the photo booth. And I love to just be the cheerleader and be, like, giving people poses. The last one that I did was in January because that's the last one I did. And it was this woman's 40th birthday. She was really fun. We're currently Instagram friends, and I really like her. So and it was right around the time, the Dolly Parton challenge that was, like, posting pictures from like post a picture that's like Facebook, Twitter.
Yeah.
So I would do that as a photo booth pose. Like,
yes, I love that.
So they would like get into the photo booth and I'd be like, all right, Facebook. And they would do like a super Facebooky picture. And then I would be like, whatever the other ones are. And it was really fun. And I was like, oh my God, this is my new thing. Like I'm going to get people to do this all the time. And then bam, COVID.
Fuck COVID so
support
much.
Rent My Booth by following it at Rent My Booth on Instagram. And when it comes back to life, then it'll be more active. But it would be, you're supposed to support small businesses right now. And so that's one way you can support Rent My Booth is to just follow at Rent My Booth on Instagram.
Love that so much. Thank you, Ben, so much for coming on to Snack Time, joining me, sharing these pretzels. Obviously, you're coming back because I currently have 3 different snacks written down that you want to talk about. Strawberries, carrots and ranch, and soft pretzels.
Oh, yes.
So, you guys, listeners, stay tuned because Ben's coming back. We have a lot to talk about. And probably we'll keep talking about after I stop recording this because that's just how our conversations go. But thank you so much for listening, listeners. Thank you, Ben, so much for joining me today.
Peace out, Girl Scouts.
Bye.
Bye.